glad you're here. Here's one of these.
She said, "Oh, stop being such an activist." And I said,
Washington would be the hardest place.
More education with that is
to speak out.
this is the first time.
Oh, yes.
Billy Tucker, and this is Carol McManus. Carol and Billy have been working on the Tea Party since April. We're here tonight is because Jay and I were having a conversation about it, and I'm going to ask Jay to speak about that. And then in a minute, I want y'all to talk about who you are, what your business is, and why you're here, why you chose to come tonight. Okay.
Jay Fant. I have a privilege to be a part of a company called First Guaranty Bank. It's a closely held, privately held company that my family has been involved with for long time, 62 years. We know what it takes to run a business because we are also a small business too. We have 100 employees, which may sound like a large number for a small business, but in the banking world, we're tiny. In small business America, or even corporate America, if you will, that we tend to react to things that happen to us legislatively or politically. We're busy. We're raising families and running businesses. And then we deal with new laws, or we put up with new regulations. But the strength of this country truly rests primarily and almost exclusively on the small businesses. So if we're that important and therefore have that much power, why do we just take it when the people we send to Washington tell us what to do? We pay for everything they do. We create all the jobs that create all the wealth and all the taxes. They tax the things we produce. Washington has now become run by what has been created a political class. The way they work, they can't really have jobs. And it's been this way for a long time.
That's a good way to put it.
It's been this way.
That's a nice way to say it.
Ultimately, I have an interest in evangelizing, if you will, to fellow small business owners to say, we are the ones, we are the power in this country. We don't use our power. I acknowledge that it's difficult to understand how to address political or legislative issues in a business environment, mainly because we haven't really done it. And this type of activity scares the dickens out of the political class because they're not used to people like us being in their sandbox. So I'm not pleased with what's happening in Washington. This is my way of trying to do something about it. So thanks Billy, for time that was perfect.
Taylor, I work for First Guaranty Bank. I am Jay's chief of staff there, and I'm here because I believe in capitalism, and I feel like our freedoms are being taken away from us. And I think that it's important that our legislators remember who elected them, and that we do pay the bills, and that they need to respect what we're saying, and they need to listen to us. So that's what I do.
I'm Lily McLean, and as a business, I do tutoring for Spanish. But the most important thing, I wasn't born in this country, but this is my country. And I am afraid they are converting this country into communist. And that's what I want to help out.
My name is Robert McLean. That's my wife. I'm proud of her. I'm a Navy chief, retired from submarines after 26 years. My business, I run an outsourcing business for the financial services. The reason I'm here is that I've come to the realization that I respect the authority of the people who are elected above us, and I will never come against that authority. It's my military training. I don't do that. But what I do understand is the fact that the people are changing the direction of this country. And if anything is going to happen, it's going to happen at the grassroots level. There's more of us than there are of them. As you can see at the Tea Party, 5,000 is just a small number compared with what's going to happen over the next several months.
Hi, I'm Dave Benoit. I work for Benoit Chepnick & Benoit. It's a certified financial planning firm. We started here in Jacksonville in 1966 with my dad, so it's a family-run business. I'm here because I'm frustrated. I see the direction the country's going in, and I don't agree with it. And I've never really, excuse me, I paid attention to politics but I've never been involved. And I think now if we don't get involved, we're all in a world of hurt.
I'm Rich Brew. I work with Green Hazel and Associates, which is insurance, and we serve small business. And all of my clients are small business owners, and all of them are hurting. And we've got to fight back somehow and hold our politicians accountable. And I'd like to see what real avenues we have to go after them and make them stand up for our Constitution and do what they swore to do. I don't think they're doing it.
I'm Dave Mulvaney, president of E-Blocks Corporation. We manufacture energy efficiency and power protection products here in Jacksonville. We don't use any Chinese components in anything. Why I'm here is, well, I feel that this is the next step that we have to take as citizens, because in January and February this year, first time in years, my company's grown 450% in the past 3 years, and we laid off 10% of our workforce. And I took that, people who work with us are family. And when I had to lay off part of my family, I said, that's it, and we're not going to do this anymore. We're gonna change this nation. It's this or guns, and this is probably better than guns, right?
Well, we got the gun.
That's right. And my intent is to keep them as long as I can. But we have to reach out, I think, because there's the two-party system in this country is cooked. You can't find much difference between either one of them anymore. I'm a capitalist. I'm a conservative capitalist, and I feel that the only way that our country has a chance of making it is capitalism. We're the backbone of this country. When everything goes bad, when everything goes wrong, the capitalists keep fighting. Why? Because we've tasted it already. So we just keep fighting, because we're going to keep having it. No matter how much they tax me, I'm going to keep fighting to make more, because it's in me. I don't know why it's in me, it's just in me. But anybody who comes to our country and tastes freedom, that's what they want. So they fight for it. That's why so many people are longing to come here. Now people are wanting to leave. Why? Because you take away freedom, why come here? But that's why I'm here.
Hi, I'm Andy Sanfilippo. I have a company called Team JAS. We have about 35 employees. Very much like David, just very frustrated about what's going on in this country. It saddens me to see where we've allowed our public servants to take this country. And I believe that if we don't start doing something, I've never really been involved in politics. I've been like those people that Jay have spoken about. We just kind of deal with whatever comes our way, but we can't just sit and let what the politicians are doing to this country continue to happen. We've got to start taking things back.
Some of the reason why I'm here is actually because she has the vision to, she's scared, and I'm scared. I have 20 employees, cross that out. My little Tea Party sign was 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, we're down to 15. How much more do you want to do? How much more politician can we take?
I don't think anybody actually represents us anymore. There's nobody out there that represents the people that are sitting here. And the media is so out of control. You cannot watch a TV, like you have a tea party and 5,000 people show up and they say 400. But you could have, I don't want to offend anybody, some 10 wackos standing out on the street and they give it coverage like there's 20,000 people there. And they portray everybody here like we're all a bunch of nuts. And how much is enough? I mean, you can only tax so much. At some point, it's going to break. And, they're talking about this health care, another 8% tax. Well, you keep loading on, well, you're not going to hire any more people. You might have health care, but you can have less people than you're going to be insuring. The cap and trade. They're sitting there saying Chicago is the coldest month on history in the last 75 years. But yet we're passing the cap and trade. And I'm just here because I'm just fed up with the whole thing. Nobody represents us, and I think it's the only way to get somebody to represent us, we all speak out.